Particles.
Can I tell you something, Tony?
Don't pretend like I got a choice. Particles.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, now, y'all. Hey, listen, sorry about that. We were scrambling behind the scenes. We were just having some problems. And why shouldn't we, right? Why shouldn't we be having problems today? Of course we're having problems. I'll tell you what's been going on. It was the Polymac Particles equivalent of that play the Niners ran on 4th down, where all of a sudden now we're running the freaking option offense. I got McCaffrey pitching the ball to freaking use check. And I'm watching. Oh, Tony, now I can't hear you. I can't hear you. We good. Let the good times roll, kids.
There we go. On the short side, I
Hey!
was going to say, they ran that play on the short side of the field, no less.
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah. Let's just start running the option out of nowhere. As you can tell, I'm not in the best of moods today, and we had all these problems. So again,
Same.
that was like our version. I was McCaffrey. That is my name. I just optioned the ball to Tony. He fumbled it, of course. Ball's bouncing around by the sidelines. Use checks getting thrown onto the ground. And so our pre-show technical expeditions were just about as successful as that play. Okay, so again, sorry about the delay. We're going to give it to you today the best we can. It's not my this is not my favorite day. I got to be honest with you. I went to the Bob Weir ceremony at City Hall, which was beautiful. Came home, watched the game, and I just felt like I went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, dude. I was beaten to a freaking pulp emotionally after that day. But we're gonna give it to you the way we like to give it to you. It is Martin Luther King Day, so I want to say happy MLK Day. I know a lot of you are not working today, so we'll keep the show on the shorter side today. We'll let everybody get out of here and enjoy the holiday. That includes Tony and myself. Tony actually has coaching stuff happening shortly, so he's got to get to his girl, Olivia, and get on with the dad-daughter basketball expeditions. And you know what? At least you have that. Like, I just got to sit here and kind of try to process everything that just happened over the weekend. It was the key word for me is just disappointing. I was really disappointed with what the Niners showed us on Saturday. I expected a lot more. I was of the belief, Tony, that the Niners had a shot to win that ball game. And so what we saw was not anything resembling competitive football. It was a big disappointment for me, Tony.
So Sourdough Cell, I see you on the chat, and he or she says, I watched that effing game whistle to whistle. So did I. I watched it till the bitter end, and I'm like,
"Oh, you always do." No, you watch the whole. Of course,
yeah, me too. The second half was just. The first half is so freaking frustrating because I am not going to say these are excuses. I just want to say there were weird things happening in the first half.
Well,
the kickoff return, which when a hole is that gaping on a kickoff return, there's usually holding or a block in the back. That's all I'm going to say. If you go back and watch the kickoff return, there's a massive block in the back, uncalled. Whatever, fine. Hey, Rashid, tip of the cap, 97 yards. Hey, okay. And tip of the cap to the Seahawks. And I got to tip my cap to the Seahawks overall because they're a better team and they're healthy. They're freaking healthy. Okay. Like, what a season for the Niners. We can get deeper into it as the show goes on, Paulie. But the timeout on the 4th and 1, before the crazy now we're a run option team with
what the hell was that, dude? What in God's name was that? I don't think I've ever seen Kyle run that play once, ever. Now we're trying it out in a divisional road playoff game. Yeah, let's run the option to the short side. Like you said, like there's no real estate over there. Yeah, let's just try to jam it around the edge. Dude, we couldn't match their speed on the edge like that. We'll go finish your point because I got a bunch of stuff. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
In fairness to Kyle, if that play would have worked, we would have been like, whoa, look at Dipsy do, a little spice, a little, So it's like, I get it. Like, he's trying to mix it up and trying to show something they've never done before. So I do get that. But it was just run between the tackles.
Yes. Thank you.
That's just, in hindsight 2020, of course. But the play before it, dude, we got, hey, ref, You do not have to grant a timeout when the coach is yelling timeout as the ball is snapped. I watched that replay over and over and over. So McDonald motions to the ref to call timeout right before the ball is snapped. The ref does not whistle, does not do anything until after the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
So the play has started.
Yeah.
You don't call timeout.
I saw it. I know. Go ahead. Yeah.
The Niners converted on that 4th and 1 on that play. Next thing you know, we're getting a play blown dead as Jennings is catching the ball for a first down.
Horse S. It was horse S. It was a horrible call. It was a horrible moment for the league, and we're not the only ones. Look at what happened to Buffalo. I mean, they got screwed as well.
Yep.
You know, and I have to tell you, Tony, the last 4 teams standing.
Oh,
so
God.
you're coming at me,
yeah.
dude. You're coming at me with the Pats at Denver with a backup quarterback and the Rams at bro. This is about as low wattage of a championship Sunday that I can remember, honestly. And I have to think that outside of the specific West Coast, California and Washington, who else in the country are interested in these games? Like, I don't think, like, nobody cares. Who cares about the Broncos? Who cares about the Rams in Seattle if you're not from LA or Seattle? Like, I'm just saying, there's not a lot of sizzle, Tony, on Championship Sunday. Not with these matchups.
The only thing that's sizzling for me is that props to the Niners for the 2 teams in the NFC Championship are from the NFC West.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that it was the best division in football.
It was.
The Niners that's 4 of their 17 games were right there, the 2 teams that are in the NFC Championship. So you got to, again, tip your cap to Shanahan and the Niners.
And how about this, Tony? The Niners beat both of those teams this year. They beat them both. Yeah.
They beat them both.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I'm rooting for a Seattle-Denver Super Bowl. Okay, I want a Niner Bowl where I see Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw, Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl.
I like that. I can dig that. Yes. Oh, dude, you know what, Tony? I'm glad you're saying that because I hadn't looked at it, Tony, if I can go corporate speak again, just real quick for your head. Because, Tony, I hadn't looked at it through that lens. I hadn't looked through that lens. That's another tale. I'm sick of that. Get away from me with your lenses. I have to take a look at it through that lens. But anyway, you're right. I would love to see Greenlaw, dude, get back to a Super Bowl. Correct the wrong of him blowing out his Achilles in our last Super Bowl, and maybe he can get himself a ring. That's a great call. I like that a lot. It's funny, Tony. I do want to talk a lot more about the Niner game, and we're going to. But I did want to
talk about do you want to talk about Sam Darnold 17 pass attempts? Like, 12 of 17.
Well,
and they win the ball game, dude.
It was a cacophony of horrendous missteps and stats like that are going to drive me crazy. Right. Tony, I do want to say I want to talk more about the Niner game. We're going to. Yeah. And by the way, just for all of your heads out there, for Rags, you just entered my dome and you're walking around in my brain right now. I was this close to dropping a red lenses, dude. I was that close. And I was like, you know what, Rags? It's a little too obscure for the masses. I'm going to hold back on red lenses. All of a sudden I look over, there's Rags. Red lenses. Great. Thank you, Rags. Thank you for completing my thoughts. I did want to say, Tony, I had a revelation last night. I really did. Yeah. I had a particle revelation last night. I was sitting there. I'm watching that Bears game, and Jesus, what a ball game, dude! That throw Caleb made, running literally towards the other end zone. He was running in the opposite direction. Stopped, threw it up right to the receiver, right to that tight end, and it was just an incredible play. But
when here's that happened, Paulie, I thought this game's over.
It's a Bears are winning this game. Bears are winning this game. That they've had that magic all year in the last 2 minutes. Like that's when Caleb comes to life. He did it again. But you know what occurred to me, dude? After the Rams won that game, I started sitting there and I was like, duh, dude. I had like a light bulb went off over my head, which is rare for me. Yeah, I did. I dropped the duh on myself. Duh. I was like, bro, the signs have been there all year for us. We should have recognized the signs. That goes for me. That goes for you, the PNP familia. All this fascination we have with the elf, with McVay. It's been there all along. Like when, Tony, you tell me another season ever in football history since I've known you, where you and I get fixated on another coach like that, and he's on sleds, he's got the Heisman Trophy. I was like, of course the Rams. This is going to be the year of the Rams, dude. All this elf stuff. So it occurred to me last night that maybe the signs have been in front of us all along. our fascination with McVay. Yeah, that's right, guys. Come on, man. We're going to the title game, guys. Yeah.
I gotta say, as tough as this may be for me to do,
Come on.
first of all, part of the Niner coaching tree. First of all,
Yeah.
Second of all, dude, he game called his ass off. Like he does.
He's a good big game coach, man. Whether you like him or not, whether we riff on him or not, like first of all, he doesn't give a damn what we're saying, and second of all, he's a good coach in big games. I kind of envy that, actually. To be honest with you, I like his play calling in big games.
And he was calling good plays, especially on third and fourth downs. Like a lot of the times they were the short quickies to Nakua. Yeah, but like it's still first of all, if you have Puka like that, you could just wouldn't it be nice to have like just an incredible like a number one receiver like that? Hey, Brandon Ayuk, wouldn't that have been nice? Probably wouldn't.
Dude, I had what's so funny? You know what? You mentioned Ayuk too. I was lashing out at Ayuk during the game. I'm like, yeah, way to go, jackass. Not like we couldn't have used your help today. Right. You know what I mean? Like not like we could because. By the way, while we're getting into, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we're going to do studs and duds. Yeah. And one of my duds with a D, y'all, is directly related to the 49ers. So I'm going to hold on to that thought. But yeah, dude, you're right. We really could have used Brandon Ayuk. The injuries finally caught up with us. Fred Warner, on the field trying to help and coach and talk guys up. It just wasn't enough. And, the atmosphere was, it was insane up there. But as crazy as it was and as soundly as the Niners got beaten on both sides of the ball, I think the Rams can go up there and win that game. I do. I don't think that's going to phase. I think what the Rams just got through in Chicago was, they ran through that gauntlet, man. I think they're going to handle themselves pretty well. I expect a ball game at least. I don't expect a rout on either side.
I'll be pulling. I mean, I'm not pulling, but if the Seahawks win, I'll be thrilled. You're telling me you want another LA team after the Dodgers nonsense? You want another LA team in the freaking Super Bowl now? No, Tony, let me
see. The thing is, here's the problem though I have with that. Here's my spiritual existential crisis. You heard me. It's an existential crisis, Tony. I hate the Seahawks guts. I hate them. I hate them. I really do. It's official again. I was like, you know what? But now, they're fans. It's the whole thing up there. Like it's the whole vibe that the way they Tony, like a lot of the rappers used to say this back in the day, like in the 80s when like hip hop like language was still being born. You would hear this a lot. They're fronting. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally, the Seahawk fags are they're fronting. They're up there fronting. So I don't know, man.
Well, I have, right out of the gates, Paulie, I dislike both teams immensely.
Yeah.
But I dislike the Rams much more than I dislike the Seahawks.
I'm actually on the other side of that coin right now. Right now, I hate Seattle more than the Rams. Yeah, the elf is wearing me down. The elf is wearing me down. Dude, he had his Gore-Tex on yesterday. Yeah, we're going to keep playing. I like the way our guys are hitting right now. Like, dude, you saw him interviewed. He had the hat on, dude. He had still with the little glint in his eye. Yeah, McVay's starting to seduce. What else do I have? What do you want me to do?
I'm just saying, I dislike.
You're lashing out at me now. Now you're lashing out at me. I got to tell you, though, I cannot support. Listen, I'm with you. I want Greenlaw to get a ring. That's what it's about for me now. Let's get a ring on Greenlaw's hand.
What about Darnold?
Like you said, 17. No, with Darnold. No, dude. 17. Listen, if we had a pass rush, we might have won that game. By the way, only got to him once, dude. He had all day back there. Their speed, the speed of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Boy, that was like a slap in the face. That was like a reality check, I think. I hope all of you felt that way because we couldn't get around the edge offensively. Defensively, the pass rush has been a problem pretty much the whole season. We couldn't generate any turnovers. Like every single thing we needed to do, we did not check any of those boxes. And it was really, again, just really disappointing.
I feel like that the gym teacher in Beavis and Butthead that says, kick me in the Jimmy, right? Do it again.
Yeah.
Because that's what it felt like. The kickoff return for a touchdown felt like somebody had just kicked me right in the junk. Because I was excited. I was locked in.
Everybody was. Yeah,
there was beer in hand, like ready. And then all of a sudden, wait, what?
Were you talking about the opening kick return?
Yes, dude. Yeah. It's like, oh my God, man. And by the way, hey, Sky Moore.
Oh, Jesus.
The fact that you're our kickoff return, the Niners kickoff returns were not good. Let's just say
No,
that.
our special teams. Let's be on too. Let's no sugarcoating. The Niners special teams have been,
Except for Eddie.
yeah, except for Eddie. But I mean, I'm talking about like coverage and returns. Like we've been flatlined all year, dude. We haven't had a sizzling play on special teams all year. Not one.
The Niners brought Sky Moore over for his specialist as a punt returner and kick returner. There's a ball and there's a kickoff in the air that he could have grabbed, and he's like, he's getting out of the way so Robinson can catch it. It's like, what are we doing, dude?
I don't know. I listen, and it's part of the game. I mean, you don't ever think about it, but you know what? Special teams, man, it matters. It counts. I mean, when was the last time we had a threat returning punts? Honestly, John freaking Taylor. And by the way, after he would return one to the house, he'd be like, give me my helmet. I got to get out there on offense now. Like, I mean, I think we need to emphasize special teams more in the draft or however they want to do this, but we need better special teams. They need a pass rush. They
need a wide receiver, dude.
They need a wide receiver. Dude, I'll take 2 wide receivers. You know what? Where was he? Where was everybody's favorite guy? Where was everybody's favorite guy that's reinventing the wide receiver position? Oh, we love Ricky Perry. Where was he? Where effing was he? I'm pissed. Dude, our wide receivers didn't do jack S. That goes for Pearsall. That goes for Jawan. Yo, Jawan, you want $20 million a year? Where were you? No. The only guy who was making plays as a receiver was Tonjes. Yeah. And then he got hurt, of course.
Well, and he also coughed up a fumble on a huge
He did. Well, maybe if one of our wide receivers could get open once in a while, maybe we wouldn't have to force feed our backup tight end, man. Yeah. I'm just obviously. Dude,
I mean, this is therapeutic for all of us, by the way, Paulie. I think for the people viewing the show and for you and I, it's therapy. We needed this session because you and I texted a little bit. Los D and I texted. We were like, and it's like.
Hey, by the way, we had another receiver too. Kendrick Bourne. Hello. Yeah. Where's 84? Yeah. Anybody seen 84? I haven't. Yeah.
But I don't know. I will. Everybody said to me, a great season. It was a great season, and it's far surpassed the expectations with all those injuries. Yes. But I feel like they underperformed. And yes, I'll tip my cap to Seattle because they're a damn good football team and very well coached.
They are.
But I just still I don't know when you get your ass handed to you like that. But the first half was just a weird half of football with all the things we've talked about so far that went on in that first half. Oh, by the way, let's call it defensive holding away from the ball. Yeah. Away from the ball. Dude, I heard who was it? God, who was it? Somebody on a post-game show on TV. He was like, I don't know if I've ever seen defensive holding called in a game by a D lineman, especially away from the ball. And
that might have been and by the way, while you're talking about one of the color commentators, dude, enough with Tom Brady. Enough, dude. Did you see? There was a couple of times, dude. He was just sitting. He sounded like a fan watching a game. Like Seattle would make a big play. He did this at least twice, maybe 3 times. Brady would watch a play and go, "Wow, wow." I'm like, dude, Brady, shut up with the wow, dude. I don't need Brady dropping wows on me. Wow, you know what I mean? Ooh, wow. I don't know. Everything pissed me off on Saturday. I called Tony at halftime. I'm like, you know what? I actually felt. Like the Niners still had a shot in that game. I told Tony at halftime, I go, I'll you know what? Because I think it was 17-6. Wasn't it 17-6 at halftime?
No, it was 24-6 at half. But the stat lines were almost even.
I know.
Except for the kickoff return and the turnover. So it's it's
Tony,
hard. It didn't feel like they were getting immensely outplayed in the first half. Second half, Yes, the game just went off the rails in the second half.
Off the freaking rails, man.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker, the dude we've talked, he's like a bowling ball, man. He is tough to bring down. And
Kenneth Walker, the guy who scored 3 rushing touchdowns on us. Yeah, I saw him out there. 3 rushing touchdowns. I was disgusted. I'm sorry.
He had buck 16, 19 carries, a buck 16, 3 TDs. But I thought they would try and literally stack the box and stop Walker, especially when Charbonnet got hurt. After Charbonnet got hurt and wasn't coming back, then all you're getting is Walker, and then make Darnold beat you. They didn't do that.
No. Well, we never could apply any pressure. We couldn't get to him. We had no pass rush. He was way too comfortable back there.
But you got to blitz more. You got to send more people then, I guess.
Well, maybe Saleh forgot some of his blitz packages in one of the interviews he had last week. Dude, I'm pissed about that.
Yeah,
he said last week after Philly, I'm not taking interviews until Sunday. He said that. Yep. And then I find out, dude, he's doing 2 interviews on Thursday, including I guess one of the interviews, I think it might have been with Tennessee, went deep into the night. What the hell, bro? Cool. Dude, awesome. That's great. Cool. Yeah, especially great. When the Niners can't lay a glove on Sam Darnold. I find that out. I was like, well, that's just wonderful. That's great. Yeah.
I mean, I thought about that too, Paulie. I'm like, I'm glad that he is spending the time where he should be game prepping, interviewing. It should almost be illegal.
I hope he had time to go down to the fish market, Tony. I hope he could watch the guys throw the fish around and go see Jimi Hendrix's house and go to the our Kurt Cobain memorial. You know, I hope he got to go up to the Space Needle. You know what I mean? Take some snapshots. I'm gonna just enjoy this. Enjoy the city. Enjoy the game, brother. Sorry, you guys can tell I'm upset, but it's year after year now, bro. How much more of this we supposed to take? You know, and then on top of all of that, let me throw something else at you. Big picture now. Seriously. Mm-hmm. Where are we in this whole expedition?
Dude, the window's closing, Paulie. The window's closing.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Next year, and I think we put it in. I put it on the title of today's show. The Niners need to be all in on next year. They need to go. They need to treat the draft. They need to trade. They need to do. The windows are closing. There's a good chance Kittle is not coming back next season.
Or if he does, or if he does, let's just be fair about this, because you're right, Tony. You got to remember that. You don't just come bouncing right back from that injury. So if he does come back, I still think he's going to probably miss 8, 9, 10 weeks. I mean, you don't expect Kittle for the whole year next year is your point, and I'm with you.
Yeah. And the McCaffrey, the overuse, and he's getting older. Trent Williams, who knows how much he's got left in the tank. Who knows how Bosa is going to come back. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of question marks. And look at this, Paulie. I just wanted to show this on the screen just to kind of put it in perspective about this season, but about how they need to do something to be all in this coming season. I can't believe we're saying this, man, but they got to. Purdy's window is wide open, right? I think Purdy's got.
Can I stop you right there? Well, go ahead. Finish your thought, and then I want to talk about Brock Purdy a little bit. But let's do. Damn, look at that. Run that through for me, T, if you can. Tell us what you're looking at here.
This is how many games missed from injury. Okay.
By the way, I got a quick question. Got a quick question, and I love this. Is this so? Hold on, bro. Did you just sit there, take your phone out, and take a picture of the screen?
Yeah. I saw this. This was during Rod's postgame show.
No, it's good. I'm laughing. Because I recognize the wall. I'm like, that looks like Tony's wall right there with the brick.
It is my wall. Okay,
I got it. Good. Yeah.
I saw it. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm taking a picture of that. I'm snapping a picture of that.
I like how trying to angle too. There's like a little angle to it. Like, yeah. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's all the games missed because of injury. 18 from Ayuk, 14 from Bosa, 11 from Warner.
These are all our best players. These are our Pro Bowl guys, by the way. Yeah.
So when you see that, it's just like, Jesus, man. Basically, the healthiest team is going to, the best / healthiest team is going to be there in the end. So again, that's why I'll always tip my cap to Kyle and the coaching staff and the kids and the players, and the old vets that stepped in. Kendricks, Wallow, Siegel, like all these guys. Siegel had a tough PI call, by the way.
That was a very, very tough call. Another very tough call. Yeah.
And then, dude, Big Alan Chico, I see you on the chat. He says Pearsall bust. And
Big Al, I'm with you on this too. I think we anointed this kid. Well, I tried not to actually, but I observed. Yeah. We talked about it on the show. I'm like, why is everybody talking about this guy like he's the second coming of Jerry Rice? This guy. I mean, we don't know anything about Ricky Pearsall. Now, what we do know about him is he has a really hard time staying on the field. And yesterday, he might as well have not even have been there, or Saturday, because he was not involved in the game at all. Patty, I want to actually contradict something I saw you post there too, and it's fine. I mean, we all see different things, but I'm telling you, I think I was not thrilled with Brock Purdy's postseason. Like Patty said, she liked the game he played. I was not. Listen, 2 playoff games, 3 interceptions. I mean, and the pick he threw was, it was just a horrible decision. Floating that ball across the middle of the field in the traffic. I mean, I didn't like the way Brock Purdy looked in this postseason, Tony. How about you? Maybe I'm being too critical, but I didn't like either game. I didn't think he was at his, not even close to being at his best in either game.
He definitely didn't play to the contract that he's been given.
No.
If you want to talk about dollar signs and what he just got paid, you would think that he would have marched up and down the field against both playoff games. So yeah, I wasn't thrilled. I'm not going to play. What can I say? I'm thrilled because I wasn't thrilled on how Purdy played. I wanted Purdy to use his legs more. I wanted Purdy to just be more.
That's actually a very good call. You should stay on that for a second. That's I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. His scrambling was not really a part of this game at all, and it could have helped open things up if he would have just tucked it in. Yeah,
dude. Seattle's defense is very, very good, but you got to do things to keep them on their toes, to not get comfortable, to not sit back and expect things. And I mean, I hate to say this.
Go ahead.
But dude, this is hypocrisy at its finest, Paulie. if the tush push is legal, they should have just tush pushed that 4th and 1.
What, do you talk about the option play?
Yes.
The option.
Dude, if you notice, most tush pushes go for a yard, if not 2. Right?
Yeah.
So do that.
Can I?
Tonjes or Farrell and Juszczyk pushing Purdy through.
Yeah.
When I saw Juszczyk, I'm like, this is a disaster.
Yeah.
Before he even tossed the ball.
The whole play was you could see what they were trying to do when it was taking shape. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not pitching this, are you? He did pitch it. Oh my God. It was awful. That was like a bad high school practice play. That just did not look good on any level. Listen, I just think Brock just wasn't crazy about his performance. And again, why don't we do this, Tony? Why don't we do because I keep kind of I'm veering into studs and duds territory. Why don't we do our supers? Because there's a bunch of them we haven't acknowledged yet. How about we go supers? We go, let's go Dami Peralta, who, by the way, I spent the afternoon with at the Bob Weir ceremony. Dom, it was great having you at my side, man. And I was there, and I'll try to talk about that a little. It's tough today, but I was there.
We wrapped the show with that, Paulie, on like some tender vibes. You know what I mean?
Boy, it was very emotional. But anyway, Dom was there. I was there. Triple E was part of our crew. Triple E was there. David Drutz, his beautiful wife Kim, and we had a nice little 5-pack right there. And in any case, Dami, let's do supers, stellar design, and then we'll do studs and duds. How's that?
Yeah, and I talked to Neil Donardi this morning. He says to say hello, Paulie, and to everybody in the PNP Familia. And I'll be seeing Neil tonight at our school's chili cook-off tonight for the national championship.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Grab a bowl. Yeah, grab a bowl. Who's got the cornbread? Somebody going to be baking up the cornbread? I hope.
With jalapenos, brother.
Yeah, good.
Good. With jalapenos. Stand by, Paulie. This will lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Oh, that made me feel good. Actually,
I needed that too. I needed that too. And by the way, you ever try just a little bit of honey on your cornbread? Don't be afraid.
Hell yeah.
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, I woke up basically to corn muffins being cooked once a week, baked once a week in my house on a school day. So the smell of
what are you talking about? What, your mom? What you talking about, Willis? Your mom was making cornbread on during school days? I didn't get that kind of treatment. Okay.
What? Oh, dude. Shout out to Jiffy corn muffin mix, brother. Jiffy corn muffin mix. As we were kids, if you know the box, you know the box. It's the blue box. It's got the corn muffins on the front. Anyway,
hey, shout out to Tony. Shout out to and also shout out to, I love the name, by the way. Guy sounds like a rock star. Ricardo Small. Shout out to Ricardo Small. He goes, I'm about to have a bowl of chili right now with some cornbread. Good for you, Ricardo. I wish I was with you, bro. I could use a bowl myself. Okay, Tony, take me through the supers. I can't see him, so help us out.
Yeah, I was going to take you to supers, but just to reminisce, because it's a fun Monday here, there it is right there. That's the Jiffy corn muffin mix that my mom would make the corn muffins in the morning.
Well, Tony, Tony's got a lot of, you ever notice this about Tony? He's got a lot of rules and regulations with his food and like what you can eat, what you can't eat. Like, the time he was like, you can't have cranberries on the Thanksgiving table. We almost had like an uprising over that. People got really upset. And now I got Arkansas Dave. He's driving the lane. I'm going to let you take this one, Tony, directly. Arkansas Dave says, no true Southerner would make cornbread from a box. Tony, I'll take your reactions.
Dude, I'm definitely not.
Isn't it true, Tony? Yeah. Go ahead.
I respect Arkansas Dave because I am not a true Southerner, man. And as a kid,
good answer. That's a good, reasonable answer. Yeah, you're born in California. What do you want? Yeah.
And also, I was a nightmare to wake up in the morning on school days. Like, my dad.
I'm not there to wake up right now, dude. Right now, I'm still catching up from all the Murph and Mack years, bro. I didn't sleep for 18 years. I'm still trying to catch up, man.
I mean, my dad would be at the bottom of the stairs yelling my name, and I would just roll over, and then so the window was small as far as to if I could get a corn muffin before I.
And when you drove into the high school parking lot late for school, I'm hoping you had the windows down like Kevin Bacon blasting A Quiet Riot, like in Footloose.
You know what's funny, dude, is I had a yellow bug like Kevin Bacon did in Footloose, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, remember Watch That Attitude, boy. So
he hits him with the license, dude. He takes his license, he hits him in the chin. Totally.
Yeah,
he gives him an upstroke. Wham. Yeah.
By the way, Rags, this is okay. We're getting off the rails. I'll get back to supers in a second. But Rags over the weekend texted and said that he will not watch Footloose until he has a chance to watch it with me. So, Paulie, we have a Footloose movie date next summer if you want to join us. Okay.
Anytime, man. I'm in.
Yeah. Here we go. Patty's a super. She's the first super. That's very apropos that she's a super. And she says IT support funds. She did that at the beginning of the show when we were having StreamYard issues at the beginning.
Sorry about that. Yeah, thanks, Patty. Thank you, dear. I'm not. Can I blame StreamYard? I'm not sure. I don't think it's anything Tony and I did. I don't
think it was StreamYard. I think it was actually the soundboards, because the soundboards have been finicky lately. Mine's been sticking lately, so not to get too technical.
Maybe they have like a year shelf life. Maybe like we're gonna have to replace them. By the way, the guy who put in my last dishwasher told me this. I almost burned my own house down out of anger over this one. I was getting a dish. This guy was in our house. He was taking the old dishwasher out, putting the new one in. And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, I swear to God, you guys, a lot of you homeowners probably already know stuff like this. So he's taking my old dishwasher out. This is like 5-6 years ago. And he goes, damn. He's like, I hate to do this because this dishwasher you have, it's a really good model. And he goes, they used to make these to last like a lifetime. He goes, now all these new ones, these GE, all these appliances, he goes, they make them so they'll last about 6-7 years, and then they break down, so you have to replace them. So they're built to last like temporarily now. So anyway, just a little appliance tip from your old pal Paulie Mack. Just keep an eye on that. Yeah.
You mean like how Apple will build things and then be like,
100%.
oh, no.
100%. Now you can't plug that headphone into that phone. Oh, cool. Let me go buy an adapter for $17. So as long as Bill Gates is happy, or whatever that dude's name is.
And when you get 5 million people buying a $17 adapter, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You're doing all right. Okay.
All right. We're getting into it. Let's go. Yeah, sorry. It's Martin Luther King Day. For God's sake. It's supposed to be a peaceful day of harmony for everybody. Tony, shout out YouTube, Pride in the Name of Love. Get me through the supers, man.
Yeah. We don't need no stinking badges. What's up, Greg? He says, he goes, not what I wanted to write, but guess you can't swear in a super chat. He wanted to drop an F-bomb basically, and he can't. So Greg, we feel you. We're frustrated as well, but thank you for the super.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I hope that
every team I wanted to win, Paulie, lost.
Same here. I really wanted the Bears. I was starting to feel that whole thing and the magic that they had, and it would have been nice to see the Bears go up to Seattle and get them in a fist fight. But now we got the elf, dude. We got the elf.
By the way,
here. Yeah.
By the way, Paulie, I saw this. I think it was on social media. I forget where I saw it, but somebody said, "Time for the Texans to Mac Jones." Basically.
Wait, say that again.
Time for the Texans to call up the Niners and make a trade for Mac Jones, because they're saying the CJ Stroud project is over in Houston and it's time to get Mac Jones. Mac Jones is going to get a lot of interest, man.
No, I don't want to lose Mac Jones.
I'm just saying. But if you can get a high quality player in return, you might have to consider it, man.
Yeah.
So,
and by the way, while we're talking about teams acquiring players and making deals, and by the way, We didn't even mention this. I'm sorry. We should have probably led the show with this, but we were kind of turned around with the technical problems we were having. McDermott out in Buffalo. It's like, boy, it's a harsh way to start your Monday after going, ready for this, Tony? 9 seasons in Buffalo, 98-50.
Yeah, let's get rid of him. Yeah.
He's no good, obviously. He's no good. 98-50. You're fired. Oh, cool. Thanks. I don't know if that's a coaching thing up there. I mean, I guess they had to change the optics of the situation, but I don't know if a new head coach is going to solve Buffalo's problems. I mean,
they could think the GM would have to go too if they're getting rid of McDermott, because the
GM stays. Yeah, the GM stays up there. The whole thing is kind of sketchy. And if I'm Josh Allen, I don't know how psyched about this I am. I'm like, that's my head coach. I always was under the impression those two had a good thing together. But I guess they looked at the landscape. They're like, you're telling me we got no Joe Burrow, there's no Pat Mahomes, and you still can't get to the Super Bowl. I think, but that kind of decision is the kind of decision I do not expect that we're going to see in San Francisco. I still think Kyle is entrenched. Yep. I do wonder about John Lynch at this point, because it's been heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. I mean, they've come so close, and not this year, obviously, but there have been years we've been, 8 minutes away with a 10-point lead. Jesus Christ.
But Paulie, look at this again. I'm going to present this again. Look at the amount of talent on that list.
Yeah.
That Lynch has brought in, right? So I
no, that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
And it's just been bad. It's just I joked around on multiple text threads saying the curse of Santa Clara continues, right? Because ever since they've moved to Santa Clara, they haven't been able to get it done.
Do you put any stock into this substation story and the electricity and the currents? I just want to make one comment before you respond. Yeah. How many of you saw this over the weekend? I don't think I put this in bookmarks. I might have. It was like, I think it was on Friday night. I found an interview with Delaney Walker.
Yep.
And this is what he said. Did you see that?
Yep.
Okay. For those of you who missed this, Delaney Walker did an interview and they asked him about that. They said, all these players get hurt, and this is not a new thing. The Niners have injury problems every single year. I actually think there might be some validity to that. I really do. It can't be good for you to be that close to that kind of high voltage currency and God knows what else. So Delaney said when he was a 49er, there were rumors at that time. This is going back 10 years now. And he said there were rumors going around that substation was giving people cancer in the area. How about that? And I haven't heard that in this round of injuries, but people are concerned. How do you feel about that whole story? Do you put anything into that?
I'm trying to just kind of dismiss it, but it keeps on popping up, man.
Guys keep getting hurt.
Popping up, and guys, I thought for sure that Ton just blew out his ACL. I mean, his Achilles. I thought for sure. I'm like, oh, did he just pop his Achilles too? That's what I thought. And so, what was it? What was it? Was his foot? By the way, was that his?
Yeah,
was his foot?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know enough about EMFs. The only EMF I know is the freaking
unbelievable. Yeah.
But that's the only EMF I know. And so when you're talking, I mean, like you said, when you have a massive substation right next to you,
it can't be good. It can't be a good thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like when you see those cell towers like right next to like a park or a school, and you're like, oh, that's interesting.
Sometimes when I drive over the Richmond Bridge and I'm going into the East Bay, I look over on the left at all those like power plants or whatever that stuff is with the smoke coming out. I'm like, this can't be good. Like whatever this is, this stuff can't be good for the environment. There's all this weird smoke coming out. I'm like, okay, I don't know. You got permits for this? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just what you're hearing. It's so hard now. Yeah.
You're hearing it a ton, and people are starting to like look into it more. And I guess that, people have said, well, they've practiced there since '88 or whatever. And but I guess that they renovated that substation and added much more juice to that substation.
They renovated. Yeah.
They did, supposedly.
Okay. Great.
I don't keep up on
a few more BTUs on this bad boy. I don't know anything about the terminology. Yeah, I want like 10,000 BTUs, and let's up the voltage. Let's make sure guys are getting messed up. Well, see, to me, I brought this up because you mentioned the curse of Levi's. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe the football gods don't like this. Maybe the football gods are like, Go ahead.
Santa Clara doesn't like the 49ers.
Yeah.
And by the way, how many times did they do it last night in both games? San Francisco awaits. Oh, these teams are going to be heading to San Francisco. It's like, no,
they're not. No, they're not. They're going down to like TGI Fridays, bro. And they show like the Bay Bridge. Oh, look at the glimmering city of San Francisco, world class. Oh, it's a world class city. Well, you guys ain't going to be there, so don't even worry about that. You know what I mean? Don't maybe show the roller coaster at Great America. I don't know.
Again, Paulie, just like Martin Luther King had a dream, okay? And I every year we watch that speech with my kids.
Yeah.
But and by the way, respect to MLK Day for everybody. And but the dream I have, it's a much smaller dream than MLK's dream, is Chase Center. I'm sorry, Oracle Park, a little bit further south, Chase Center. Then you got the mini spheres, and then you've got Levi's Stadium. Levi's Stadium North, but maybe don't call it Levi's. Call it whatever you want, whatever sponsor wants to pay for it. But
how about Bill Walsh Stadium or something like that? Or you know what I mean? Yeah, Bill Walsh Field, man. Let's just keep it appropriate. Yeah.
Done. Yeah. So,
or DeBartolo, Eddie DeBartolo Field. God's sakes.
Dude, Eddie D Field. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's all warehouses down there. You've seen it, like further south of Chase Center, like east of Long Beach.
Yeah, I know. It's Santa Clara. I mean, listen, you guys, we've tried it. You know what I mean? We've been down there 10 years. Yeah.
Santa Clara.
No, I know, man. I know. SC, buddy. When's the SC going to be on the helmet in front of the? I know, dude. I know. Whatever happened to 3rd Street? Shout out Carroll Street, dude. Can't I park in the dirt lot anymore? What the hell? You know what I mean? By the way, there's probably still enough real estate they could probably rebuild right on the Candlestick property. I think there's still enough land out there.
Nothing there, dude. It's just a dirt mound.
What are we waiting for?
What there?
Like Mickey said in Rocky 2. What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Okay, hold on. I got more supers, Paulie. Sorry, I apologize.
For God's sake, give me the
for Christ's sakes, will you cover yourself?
Totally. That's a serious mental disorder. Wearing ladies' underpants. You know what I mean? I'm wearing ladies' underpants right now, by the way. But Tony, go ahead.
They're probably more comfortable.
Yeah.
More form-fitting. Noemi is a super, and she says, is there a new rule we're unaware of? Do teams have up to 5 seconds post-snap to call a timeout? Funny you should ask, Noemi, because that was a key play in the first half. Again, I'm not making excuses. Seattle's a better team. They kicked the Niners' ass. I'm just saying the first half was weird, okay? The block in the back, if you watch the kickoff, the block in the back by number 38. And then, by the way, number 38 blocks God, who's 33 on the Niners? Why am I blanking on 33? He blocks him in the back. And then further down the kickoff return, 38 shows up again, and he shoves again in the back, like on the other end of the field. It was like, oh, okay. Anyways, kudos to the Seahawks. Tip of the cap. They deserve to be in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, they're a real good team. They got talent on both sides of the ball. They got speed on both sides of the ball. Yeah.
But Noemi, to your point, 4th and 1, beautiful play call by Kyle Shanahan. Ball caught by Juwan Jennings. Whistle as the ball's in the air. Okay. Seriously, I watched the play.
I saw it. I know. And I'm laughing.
Then I'm like, you know what? Okay, I want to go see. Okay, I'm going to watch this. And you can see, I should show everybody, but you can see on the bottom of the screen, you can see McDonald. He's sitting next to the ref.
Yeah, he like leans in. Yeah.
Do this. Mm-hmm. And the ref is looking at the line of scrimmage as he should.
Yeah.
He looks to his right at McDonald. And then he says, oh, crap, you want to call a timeout. Then he looks back to the line of scrimmage. The ball is snapped. And then he starts running towards the on the field to call a timeout. It's like, no bueno, dude. First of all, you don't have to grant that timeout. There's no rule that says when a coach yells for timeout, you have to give it to him.
Especially if the play is already being run. If you're in the middle of the play, you don't know.
Oh, yeah. So anyways, good question, Noemi. Maybe we'll find out next year if there's a new rule. But thank you, Noemi, and thank you for the super. Love you. And
Big Alan Chino, by the way, Big Alan Chico is saying that he's saying that when they show the footage during the playoffs next week, maybe we can just get a moving shot of Highway 237, Tony. Scenic 237. It's beautiful. Or some of the business parks down there. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is where Hewlett Packard works. You know what I mean? Oh, cool. Wow. Yeah.
Dude, down 237 is a great call. Maybe you can get Morgan Hill show them Morgan Hill. I don't know. Maybe if you want to do California some justice, go to Gilroy and come north. Show Gilroy with the garlic. Show Salinas with the lettuce. Show Watsonville with the strawberries and the artichokes, and really give props if you want to.
Yeah.
But this nonsense of like, oh, who's gonna make it to San Francisco?
Neither team will be staying in San Francisco. I don't think it's an hour away at least. Yeah, at least.
Such crap. It's such crap. And by the way, we haven't even talked about how the Broncos got screwed. I'm sorry, the Bills got screwed.
Well, that's why I mentioned the McDermott thing. It's like, all things considered, and he loses his job over that loss. It's like, man, maybe they should be talking to the refs about that one too, because if I'm a Bills fan, I'm not happy at all.
I said the exact same thing, Paulie. I was watching it with my buddy James, and I go, could you imagine being a Bills fan right now watching this? Like Dr. Young. Have you done a wellness check on Dr. Young today?
I haven't. No.
We should check in tomorrow on this for his spot. We'll check in. Candlestick Kid is a super. Candlestick Kid saying happy Monday. It's baseball season, PMP Mafia. Hey, we're 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. Hey, Giants, maybe you want to do something. You might want to do something before we start the season. I don't know.
Tony, I like the group that we have. I don't want to spend any more money. I got Devers for you last year. What else do you need? And Adamas, and I like the group. Anytime I hear the owners with that kind of language, I know we're effed. And by the way, Tony, did you see, speaking of baseball and speaking of one of your earlier points today, it's really, really hard to root for any Los Angeles team, really under any circumstance. I mean, maybe the Angels, I'll let them go because Tolbert likes them and they're not bothering anybody. The Angels are just down there being the Angels. But after the game, dude, did you see Stafford with the effing Dodger hat on? Did you see it?
I thought you meant his teeth.
No, he did when he was doing his post-game press conference, he's at the podium with a Dodger hat on. I'm like, now I hate your guts. Now I freaking hate your guts. Like I wanted to maybe, think, all right, this guy's going to probably win an MVP. Let's just give him some respect. He comes walking out with the Dodger hat. I'm like, now I hate you. Now I hate your guts. Yeah.
You know who's not wearing a Dodger hat is Sammy Darnold. Okay. Sammy Darnold's not wearing.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope he's not.
That's why I'm rooting for the freaking Seahawks.
Although he could, because didn't he play at USC? He was a USC kid.
Yeah,
he could pull one out of the closet, dude. But don't. Oh. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Yeah,
I can't, dude. If the Dodgers win the World Series and then they sign another jackass for hundreds of millions of dollars, and then the Rams go win the Super Bowl, it's just a horrible time to be a pro sports fan in the Bay Area.
It's not easy. No, it's not easy. By the way, speaking of being a sports fan in the Bay Area, you do, and we can talk about this during the Long Bridge spot. But Warriors at home tonight. It is, I think, Miami. Miami's coming in. Warriors not. They're 5 games over 500 right now. Don't look now. Warriors are actually playing decent basketball. The Kuminga thing is still unsettled, but they are playing tonight. And if you're off today, again, we'll cut the show a little shorter today so you guys can enjoy the day off. But there's NBA basketball going on right now. You got the Thunder, you got Cleveland, and then there's games all day leading up to the Warrior game. So enjoy the NBA hoop, and then we'll talk about the title game a little bit before we wrap today, T.
Wait, Paulie, refresh my memory. What's the soundbite? Enjoy.
I want all of you to enjoy your cake. So enjoy. That's Hyman Roth. That's Godfather 2. Yeah. I want all of you to enjoy your cake. So enjoy. Yeah. Hyman Roth, dude.
I love the enjoy.
Yeah.
I love it. Hang on one sec.
A fortune in the molasses business. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Hashtag feed the thumb drive, because I think that's on the thumb drive. Oh, there it is. Sure. Dude, Escobar Cheeks the third. Hashtag F the Rams. Hashtag F the Seahawks. Hashtag I'm rooting for the AFC. Hashtag F Shady Shohei. Hashtag F the Dodgers. Hashtag free the thumb drive. Hashtag F Brandon Ayuk.
Me too.
Hashtag I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Hashtag smash the like button. Dude, Escobar Cheeks.
You covered it all, Escobar. You said it all. And I got to tell you, I'm disappointed, but I'm mad too. I'm both, Escobar. It's like I'm conflicted on a variety of levels. It's just, I'm just tired of being the team that goes home every effing year, even when I think we have the best roster in football, which I think we did in 23, and we still got sent home by the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm frustrated. Of course, I'm disappointed. I said that was the operative word of my entire reaction to that game was just disappointment. I told Rags I was disappointed yesterday. He was trying to give me a pep talk and pick me up. I'm like, nah, man, it's the same thing every year out here with the Niners now. I mean, it's just like, how do you want your loss served up? Do you want your loss medium rare in the division round? Would you like your loss well done in the title game? Or perhaps you'd like our 5-star blue plate special, a Super Bowl loss, because now we're piling those up as well. So part of me's a little pissed. Sorry, Tony, but I don't like this period we're in, dude, where we get sent home every effing year. Come on, man.
Happy 31st anniversary, Paulie, by the way. Just happy 31st anniversary, if you know what I'm talking about.
31st anniversary, I'm going to be thinking. No, help me out. I can't do any math right now. What is it?
Of no Super Bowls, of no Super Bowl wins. Happy 31st anniversary.
Is that what it is now? 31? That's no way to treat Dante Whitner either, because I think that was
January of 95. January of 95.
That's
so 31st anniversary. That's happy anniversary, buddy. Oh, by the way, out of nowhere.
Anniversary. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we well, I have a big birthday to celebrate at the end of the show. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Good vibes.
I can use that.
Right?
I can use that.
Escobar checking in one more time. Thank you, Escobar, for doubling up. It's a double-double. He says, we need to have an off-season focus on O-line. Hashtag be meat curious. Hashtag no shaman. Hashtag no butt stuff. Hashtag move back to the city.
Yeah.
Hashtag no practicing next to a transformer. Hashtag shut up, Brady.
You feel me on that, Escobar? I'm sorry. I don't want to be like one of these guys who's always picking on the announcers. I know it's not an easy job. There's no way I could do that job. I would be awful at that. But I'm a little Brady'd out. I'm just OD'd on Tom Brady. He's on the field before the game. Oh, here's me talking to Brock Purdy. Here's me throwing a football. Wow. Like, it's just his whole thing is just wearing me down, Tone. I don't know.
Didn't it seem like he was going out of his way not to sound like, because he grew up a Niner fan and grew up on the peninsula, that he almost went out of his way to not talk about the Niners favorably? That's what I felt. That's like he went out of his way to do it.
I would say this, maybe there might be something to that, but I would also say the 49ers did not give him a single thing to get excited about. Like, there was no pulse out there. So with that being said, Tony, it's time for studs and duds.
Well, hold on. We got more supers, dude. Hold on. And you know what? Just
I can't see him. I couldn't tell. I can't see him.
All good. And just for the vibe, to keep the vibes light.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
All right, there we go. That's keeping me in a happy place, Paulie.
Helps me out too. Yeah.
Good. Sourdough Cell checking in. He says, shout out planned obsolescence. Sorry. Sourdough Cell. By the way, San Jose Giants hat in the
it's a good shot.
Nice work. Yeah. And then NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC checking in saying it's a York curse. Interesting.
I mean,
interesting.
I don't know.
Very interesting. And then, oh, dude, look at this. Bearded Bob is a new YouTube member, PMP VIP. Bearded Bob, welcome, brother. By the way, everybody, this is my daughter's godfather. We call him Bob Oso. His name is Bob Osborne, but we call him Bob Oso. And he's also, we call him Bearded Bob. He's got a nice, thick and rich salt and pepper beard. A friend of mine since grammar school. Paulie's a dear friend of Paulie's as well.
I'm a big fan of Bob's. I'm a Bob fan. Yep.
Bob always keeps it real, man. He's very even keel, man. He doesn't get too high, too low. He just keeps it even keel. So he's a good resource.
What's his take on this?
Well, I'll get it from him. Bob, if you're in the chat, let us know in the chat your take on the season, your take on the game, and we'll throw it up on the screen, brother. But thank you for becoming a PMP VIP. And you can like and subscribe at the bottom of the page on YouTube at Polymax Particles. Thank you all for your support.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep smashing that algorithm, as they say. Right, we gotta hit that algorithm. Mark Gravy Graves is a super, and he says gifted one. Oh, he gifted a Particles membership. Right on, Graves.
Nice.
Rad.
Thank you, Mark.
Paulie, speaking of like the back end of not even knowing how that works, like I don't know. So if Gravy gifted one, does he pick somebody to do that, or like do we pick somebody? I got
knighting somebody. You know what I mean? We need like a big ceremony. Like we'll knight you with Particles. But Gravy, I dig it. Thanks for your generosity, man.
And we also have to talk about Lily Merchant. Again, Lily Merchant bought a musical assignment sponsorship, and she wants to gift it to one of the broads of PMP.
What's our role in that? Do we need to be involved in that, or are they doing that themselves? I don't know.
I'll email Lily and see exactly how she wants to do it. I'll email her today and see how she wants to do it. But on that note, Paulie, if you want to just keep everything kind of just chill for a second, okay?
Turn it up a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands
together
Yeah.
for the broads of PMP. Giants and Niners and pop culture takes. They bring the best every day. The broads of PMP.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, man. So good. NorCal Refrigeration HVAC. That's the man behind the scenes making
I
that.
love the hooks, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. These
so
are
good.
the broads of PMP. And by the way, they named themselves. Don't give me the angry hate mail. Don't say broads. They call themselves the broads. Tony,
Yeah.
quick question. Do we, because I forget, I've lost track, and I have no compass to get home here. Do we have a guest sponsor for Music Assignment this Friday, or is that open?
No, it's open. It's open. But we have to, but also Lily has already sponsored a segment, but I need to find out from Lily if she wants to do it this Friday and gift it to somebody this Friday.
Okay,
or
okay.
Moving forward. So I'll follow up with Lily.
Yeah.
If she wants to pick like the Friday going into the Super Bowl or the Friday after the championship Sunday.
Or this Friday if we're open. That's why I asked. Like if it's wide open, you want to do it this Friday, come on in. And again, if you would like to participate in that, I really enjoyed David, by the way, on Friday. I really did. I dug his vibe big time. All the references, and he was just, I mean, dude, we went a long time with him too. I didn't realize until I looked up. I'm like, Tony, it's almost 2:00. I think we got to go. But anyway, he was awesome, and that's our opportunity to interact with you like that. So if you want to sponsor the Music Assignment, or you'd like to sponsor the Hot and Sour Picks, or Studs and Duds, whatever it is, come on in, become part of the show, make a donation to the show, polishpod@gmail.com. Tell us what's on your mind, and we'll definitely get you scheduled. Okay, Tony, you worked through. Okay.
Stevie B checking in. I knew Fareed wasn't going to be able to check out the show today because he's with his kids on the holiday. The Robot Centaur Sports Desk, Stevie B taking over. This is the Stevie B Sports Desk, and he says Purdy will not need surgery on his toe. So that's an update we just got from the Sports Desk of Stevie B. Thank you, Steve Bisecchio. Appreciate it, dude. And so that's good news. That's good news. I mean, hey, he what did he miss? 6 games? 8 games? What was it?
Go back to your chart. Yeah, go back to your chart. We'll confirm it. 8 games, Tony.
Jesus, dude.
That's half the season, essentially. I mean, it's essentially half the. And by the way, again, shout out to Mac Jones for stepping in and playing really good, solid football in his absence. Okay, are we still going, or do we do studs now?
Yes. Okay. Bob Oso is checking in. Bobby, let us know your thoughts on the game. We need your, he says here's the chase. He says big picture. Think big picture. Niners had no business being in the divisional playoff game and being 1 win away from being the 1 seed. They overachieved with all their injuries, which are 100% power plant related.
Bob, I feel you. No, dude, it's, I might feel the same way. Actually, it really, there's Bob on the chat too. RIP Bobby. Tony joining me at the Sphere. Let's talk about making it happen. Hey, Bob, dude, I was at the ceremony on Saturday. It was really beautiful, but very emotional. It was a really, really emotional day. Joan Baez. Dude, Joan Baez, don't get me going. Don't get me going on that right now. Let's go through this, what we need to do here. Are we done with...
we're done with the Supers, but here's a little tease of just the, and then we'll wrap, and then we'll move on, Paulie. But, sorry, I didn't have it ready. I apologize. We can move on to it later. I just wanted to show a picture of you and Triple E at the Bob Weir celebration, but we can do it later. But Bob also says, meet him at the Sphere. Bob, meet me at the mini spheres that are going to be built in 2026 here. So, Paulie, you wanted to give some love to Stellar Design, correct?
I do. Yeah, I do. And I also want to do Studs and Duds after that.
We'll Stellar Design, Studs and Duds, Long Bridge, peace.
And, well, just a word on the Who's Your Daddy tonight, too. Talk a little championship football game, if I may. Okay, quickly, though, Stellar Design, Don Peralta. Let me tell you a couple things about Don Peralta. There I was, right there in front of the Bill Graham Civic Center on the lawn. It was a beautiful day in the city, and all of a sudden, bam, right to my right, there's Don Peralta. It was great to be with you during the Bob Weir tribute over the weekend. And, of course, Dom is the brains. He is the talent behind Stellar Design, which, as I've said, is the San Francisco Bay Area based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Goha will actually be showcasing at the Tropical Plant International Expo this week in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, we're going to wish Kieran and the entire team great success. Great success. I always think about Bharat when I see that. Yes. No, nice. Great success. Go to tpie.org/home for more information. But that's awesome about Goha. It's a great product. Keep your plants clean. Keep the scene clean. And again, as they will be showcasing at the Tropical Plant International Expo in Fort Lauderdale. You should have gone down there for that, Dom. You should take it like a business expense. Yeah, I got a big thing going on in Fort Lauderdale. Go get some sun for a couple of weeks. Again, tpie.org/home. tpie.org/home. Go check it out, kids. The Stellar Design also creates award-winning design with a meaningful connection between people and product and brand. That's a big part of Dom's thing. He makes the personal connection and he cultivates that and does killer work, man, regardless of what the occasion is or what the need is on your end. So if you're an individual, you have an idea and you just want to kind of bring it to life artistically, give it a look, talk to Dom. If you are a startup company and you're just getting this thing going out of your garage, whatever you're selling or working on, talk to Dom. Let him get some logo ideas in front of you. Or if you're a Fortune 500 company, you just need a great artist on your roster, Dom Peralta is the guy. Talk to Dom because Stellar Design offers partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Tony, visit stellar.design and make design impact happen. You can always reach out to Dom anytime, as we've said, Dominic@stellar.design. And there I see you've got the Goha stuff. Yeah, that's such a great tool, man.
Yeah, the Goha Plant Care, which is that they're going to that conference in Florida this week. And Dom was going to go, but I think his lovely bride is going to go in his presence, or in his absence, excuse me. But it is a cool tool, and go to gohaplantcare.com if you want to check out what they're doing over there too, because it's just what I love about the Dom Peralta is he's all heart, and the projects he chooses and the products he is backing and helps create are all very useful and helpful products. So we love Dom. We love the work he does on Stellar Design and Peralta Arts and what he does for our show too. So Dom, thank you so much, brother. And again, you said, Paulie, get in touch with Dom. If you want to contact him again, you can email Dom at it's Dominic@stellar.design or text him 650-796-3144. Thanks, P.
Thank you, Big T. Okay, studs and duds time. Then we'll do some Longbridge and a little word on the national title game tonight, and then we'll dismiss the class. Tony, who wants to go first? You want to go with your first stud? You want to go duds first? I'm going to let you kind of steer the ship here. Whatever you want to do.
Speaking of Dom Peralta, I just wanted to show that real quick. It's just Dom just doing his thing. I love this the flexing and the thumb down. Thank you, Dom, for making that little studs and duds logo. Paulie, I guess I'll go. I'll give you my stud first.
You can defer, just like the Niners. If you want me to run back an opening kickoff, you can defer. It's up to you. Yeah.
Well, I don't like.
Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep possession, dude. You're running the show here. Tell me whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick a stud right out of the gates. I don't like that I have to do this, Paulie, and I don't like that. We have to watch them in the NFC Championship game, but I got to say this is my stud from the weekend. I'm just going to give you some visual aids. Sean McVay is my stud from the weekend because I felt like he coached his ass off. He made great play calls on 3rd and 4th down many times during that game. When the Bears tied that game at that final, or not final, but almost final play of the second half, he rallied his team together. I don't know if you saw that, but he rallied the team together, coached his ass off, and they ended up winning the game. I thought for sure when that miracle play happened, I'm like, oh, this game's over. Bears are going to advance. And the fact that the Rams won that game, freezing temperatures, they're a turf team, they're a warm weather team, and they go in there and they win that ball game. It was really impressive win for the Rams. I got to say, though, go Seahawks. Go see. And plus the stuff that we weren't allowed to cheer about, the musical scene in Seattle, we kind of deflected last week. now we can embrace, or I can embrace. I think, Paulie, are you going to root for the Rams, Paulie? Are you telling me that you're going to root for the
I
Rams?
might be leaning towards the elf right now. Yeah, it might be me and the elf going all the way. Yeah. I can't root for Seattle. I just can't. I don't
Do you subscribe to the theory of that you want to root for the team to beat you, so you can just
nah, because I don't want Seattle getting anything. I don't want them getting anything. And
why do you want the Rams to get something?
Just more elf coverage. You know what I mean? More interviews, more post games. Yeah, we like the way we look today. Yeah, it was really good. Let's get some more footage out of this. If anything, let's get some more comedy out of this. All right, I'm going to answer your stud with my own stud of the day. And if you're done, are you finished, Tony? Or are you still going?
That's my stud. Yeah, that's my
okay.
stud.
Okay, and it's a good one. That's a good one. You got to give the elf some love. He coached well in big games. Not the first time either. Yeah. Hey, I want to shout out Noemi, Lady Catalina. Of course, she goes. She had a question when you were talking. She goes, "Can I give a stud who was on the losing team? Because I think Caleb Williams should have been a stud." It's a great call. You know what's so funny about that, Noemi? I had a whole thing about Caleb prepared. I'm like, he was going to be my stud until the Rams won the game. So, and this was not planned. Tony and I did not huddle up on this at all, but I'm actually going to pull a stud from the Rams too. And my stud of the weekend, ready for this? The Rams defense. Because if you actually look at what they did, they were the better, bigger, more physical defense that made the timely stops. Like you associate the Bears with, Butkus and Urlacher and Richard Dent and Singletary. Oh, the Monsters Midway. And, it just wasn't the case yesterday, dude. It was the Rams defense. Let's just look at a couple things. First of all, Matt Stafford did not throw a touchdown pass yesterday for the first time all year. So my point of bringing that up is to say, just to demonstrate it wasn't like Stafford went out there and won that game. Hardly the case at all. He made some nice throws. He moved the chains methodically. But again, it was the defense with their big stops. They forced the turnover. They got the interception off of Stafford. And here's the big thing for me. They stopped Chicago on fourth down 3 different times when they were inside the 35-yard line, including that goal line stand they made. Chicago could not penetrate that defense. So to me, it was the Rams defense that really won that game. 2017, that's your final in overtime. And I just thought they had to be acknowledged because the Rams with that, their high-powered offense won so many games for them this year, but I felt like yesterday it was the defense that won. So shout out to the Rams defense. They're my stud. Tony, I'm going to roll right into my dud, and I'm going to let you wrap up the studs and duds because I'm already foaming at the mouth. So let me just finish this one up. My dud, Niner offense. The 49er offense is my dud. I mean, 2 field goals, dude. That's what we're doing in a divisional game. Two field goals. That's what you're telling me. And again, Brock Purdy wasn't crazy about not only this game, but the game he played in Philly either. I thought those were 2 of his poorest playoff performances. It's not all his fault. But while we're talking about Brock Purdy and the duds is the 49er offense in my book, where were you, Ricky Pearsall? Where were you? Hey, Jawan Jennings, the guy who wants $20 million a year. Where were you? Where were you?
Right.
Brandon Ayuk, where were you? You know what I mean? So it's not all Brock Purdy's fault. I thought he could have played a much better game. He had nothing to throw to. We couldn't run the ball. And I was really surprised at that. I thought we had an advantage in that category. I thought Shanahan would really come up with some new wrinkles. And if his biggest wrinkle was running that option play on 4th down, that was a horrible look, poorly executed, didn't work, turned the ball over on downs. Niner offense is my duds, Tony. There's just no getting around it. You go to a divisional road playoff game, you come away with 2 field goals, you're not going to beat anybody. You're not going to beat anybody.
By the way, Nicky DiFrancesco says, hey, they doubled their points from week 18.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how about that? An offensive explosion, right? Oh, God. God help us. No, Bill Walsh is rolling over in his grave looking at that game yesterday. He was like, dude, I could have game planned a couple things. Get you at least in the end zone once. For Christ's sakes.
No, you're probably, I can't argue with anything you're saying. The O-line too.
It's time to rebuild the O-line. Enough is enough.
There were a couple times where Brendel was just blocking a ghost. Yeah. It was like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah. Oh no, the guy's past you and in Purdy's face already, Jake. So anyways, Paulie, good pick. My dud, I don't even know if this is legal, although Paulie, stand by.
Let's break the law, man. What the hell?
Come on.
I want to break the law. I excel at that. You know,
Rules are, there ain't no rules.
yeah.
Okay,
Give
so
me a
there are no
law so I
rules.
can break it, man. Let's go.
My
get some fun.
dud, and
Uh-huh.
I guess my dud, Paulie, is Brandon Ayuk. That's my dud because that guy just abandoned
He did.
his entire team,
Yes, he did.
and
Yes,
he
he did.
abandoned the entire fan base,
Yes.
and he's getting paid handsomely. I don't care what he deferred or lost. He's still getting paid handsomely. So he's my
I would love
dad.
to know too, Tony. I would love to know why is he so disgruntled? Like, what's the honestly?
And where is he? Where is he? Nowhere.
I don't
Fred
know.
Warner's on the freaking sideline, dude. Like,
Yeah.
It just so my dud and double guns, double
Yeah.
to Brandon Ayuk, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get lost. You're an embarrassment to the NFL, to the Niners. Like it just, I really, really, really disgusted by Brandon Ayuk. I mean, it's just you let so many people down.
Yep.
And you were healthy to play, dude. You were healthy to play.
Yep.
And you
Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered playing. Yep.
couldn't be bothered.
And Tony, answer this question too. I'll be as objective as I can, but what team in the NFL is going to look at him after this year and be like, "Oh yeah, we got to sign this guy"? Like,
Right.
who in my opinion, like his value should plummet because I agree with everything you said. He abandoned his team and now he wants a new opportunity somewhere.
Right.
I don't see how the two things are connected. Why should I give him a chance? Put him on a salary of any NFL team when I don't even know if this guy's going to show up if he's in a bad mood.
Dude, I don't know either, man. Oh my God, Paulie, I just got a blast, and this will make us laugh. And this will help you. Dom Peralta just sent us a new McVay.
Good.
Yeah.
Give me
here
one.
we go, buddy.
This is
Happy-
what we need. This is what we need. Yeah, guys. Yeah.
So is it popping up yet? Sorry. Happy early Valentine's from
Okay, good. Yes.
McVay,
Yeah.
from McVay on a sleigh. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Man. So Paulie, you're a big McVay guy. Now, everybody says they like Drake May. What about liking Sam Darnold, the guy who wore the red and gold? Like,
By
is
the
that
way,
not-
Drake May, everybody's favorite little new quarterback on the scene, Drake May. This kid fumbles like it's going out of effing style,
No,
dude. This guy,
not like CJ Stroud though, Paulie. Not like
Bro.
CJ Stroud.
dude, CJ, what is going on with CJ Stroud, dude? What is going on with him?
I don't
Like,
know, man.
he had his best season as a rookie, and ever since he's going down. Dude, he's throwing right now, wherever CJ Stroud is, he just threw another interception. Like right now, he's throwing picks, dude. How many
Totally.
picks? I mean, dude, he's a pick throwing machine, but Drake May cannot hold on to the rock. Just remember that. He fumbles way too much, Drake May.
I honestly think Seattle can win it all.
Yeah,
honestly.
I do too. They could
I really
easily
do.
wind up winning it all.
And I just looked too, Paulie. They're 2.5 point favorites already against the Rams on Sunday. So the Rams are going in there plus 2.5. So that'll be interesting, man.
How'd you do on hot and sour, by the way? I went 1-1.
I split. Yeah, I split. The
Yeah.
Niners, obviously, I took the Niners, and obviously we know what happened there. And then I took the Bears plus 3.5.
Yeah, I
And,
took the Pats. I got the Pats, and I lost the Bears because I took
No, I'm sorry, I didn't take the Bears. I took the Broncos. That's right. I took the Broncos. And the Broncos covered. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they won by 3, right? They won by 3, and the point spread was 1.5. So
Oh,
we
God
both
bless
did it.
America.
Noemi is a super. Noemi is a super. So we wanted to put that up there. Thank you for being a super, Noemi. And by the way, Lady Catalina hot sauce, ladycatalina.com. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Get involved. Get involved in the new year. Damn good. The peach habanero. Get after it. Oh, babe, Ayuk don't got what I need. Oh, baby, Ayuk don't got what I need. I said, you're not a faithful friend.
Nice.
The Niners ain't your friend. Oh, baby,
Ayuk got what I need. Awesome, though, Emmy. It works great too. The rhythm, the phrasing of it works beautifully. By the way,
was that the last song we ever made?
I think it is. Yeah.
Wow. That's fitting.
We should have known right there. Yeah, we should have known right there. So the changes were coming. By the way, I want to say, Tony, one more thing about you were talking about the Niner injuries and all that stuff. Just want to let people know that aren't Grateful Dead fans, during the ceremony on Saturday, George Kittle and Nick Bosa both had recorded video messages that played to the crowd.
Wow.
So Yeah, among others. I mean, there were all kinds of people that sent videos, and your guy Trey was one of them. Bruce Hornsby, all kinds of people. So Willie Nelson. So all these video messages were coming through. Bosa was wearing a tie-dye 49er shirt in his. It was really cool. And then Bosa, I got to say, Bosa had some really heartfelt words for Bobby. He was cool. Like, it was cool. So anyway, just letting you guys know the Niners were part of that ceremony too on Saturday at City Hall.
Do you think Nick's been burning while he's making these coffee videos? Is he sparking a J while he's making these?
You want my honest answer? The answer is yes.
Yeah, right.
The answer is
right?
yes. Yeah. Listen, we're all big boys and girls. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Listen, it's legal in the state of California. You may not like it, but it's legal. If Nicky Bosa wants to unwind with a little delish, I got no problem with that. Tony, go ahead.
Herb.
Yeah.
Herb is a plant.
Amen.
Herb's so good for everything.
Okay, Herb's so good for everything, Paulie.
I'm gonna have to agree. Yes,
I love that, and I love that Bosa has seen the light, as they say. Once in a while, you get shown the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right. One of my all-time favorite lyrics of all, just ever.
That's
ever
correct.
Written.
That's correct.
One of the greatest lyrics ever written.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was going to go.
By the way, sorry about the false alarm about Trey. When I was at the thing on Saturday, everybody was like, Trey's on a plane. Trey just landed at SFO. Trey's on his way to the Warfield. So everybody thought like Trey Anastasio was going to be there. I got swept up in it too. And I told Tony, dude, Trey's at the airport. He's coming. He didn't show up he did send a really beautiful message, but this rumor that Trey Anastasio was going to play Saturday night at the Warfield did not pan out. Sorry about the false alarm, because I got swept.
I sent it to Bearded Bob and I sent it to other people, but it's all good. Whatever. It's getting. And I also got to give love to Mayor Daniel Lurie running the city. Oh
yes, dude. Thank you. Now you say mayor. You're not talking about John Mayer. You're talking about the mayor, honorable mayor of San Francisco, Mayor Lurie.
Double entendre, Paulie. Double entendre. I want to say, Daniel Lurie, great job making this event happen, giving the thumbs up on this. And then also John Mayer's 8.5-minute tribute to Bob is it's a must watch. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. And they played freaking Ripple at the end of the day just in case you didn't see this. That was Bob Weir's guitar he played, and that was Bob Weir's tie he was wearing. That bolo tie, that was Bobby's tie, and he also had Bobby's guitar, which was a pretty amazing.
That was Bobby's tie. That's cool.
Yeah, Bobby's tie too. Cool. And you're right. I think the mayor deserves a round of applause. He gets it. He gets it. And I was really, really happy with his comments. Let me tell you a funny story about a mayor who doesn't get it. Real quick, there's a true story. Then we're going to go Long Bridge Pizza. Then we're talking Indiana Hoosier football. Then we're out of here. Yeah. So in '95. When Garcia died, I was still living in New Jersey, and they had a major ceremony in Golden Gate Park for Jerry Garcia. And I know some of you were probably there, and it was like this beautiful all-day thing. All these people showed up and spoke, and it was just a chance to get everybody together and kind of send Jerry off. They were supposed to have one a week later in New York City at Central Park. Ready for this? Giuliani, who was the mayor at that time, came out and he would not issue permits for the park. So they had to cancel the celebration because New York was a big town for the Grateful Dead. San Francisco and New York were their big, that was where they played more gigs than anywhere else. So I was so offended by that this is the only time I've ever done this in my whole life. I wrote Giuliani a letter and mailed it to him, an angry letter. I'm like, so let me get this straight, Giuliani. Let me just make sure I'm getting this straight. So you're cool every September when the Dead come to the Garden and play 6 to 9 shows at Madison Square Garden. You're cool with that. You're cool with the revenue that they're putting into your city. Right. But now we can't have a ceremony to honor the guy who just died that raised how much money for your city over the years. Wow. And it's the only time I've ever done that in my whole life. I fired off an angry letter to Giuliani, and I was like, yeah, dude, essentially I told him he sucks. For canceling that ceremony. Well, anyway,
good for you, man. Good for you, Paulie. And that dude has shown his true colors ever since then, man. Shout out to the video of him in the hotel room with the woman, and he's undoing his belt and stuff. Oh God, dude, what a mess! Awful. What a mess! Awful. What a mess, dude. Awful. So you know what? Double guns to Giuliani too, man.
Yeah,
and a warm hug to Mayor Lurie, who, by the way, frequents WCAL San Francisco football games with Reardon and SI and SH.
Where did you go to high school?
That's a good question, actually. But I know he went to the Bruce Mahoney football game this year at Kezar Stadium. I know
he
that.
gets it, dude. The guy freaking gets it. Hey, listen, when we had the ceremony at Skomas, I think it was the 60th anniversary of Skomas, dude, he was right there making speeches. He remember that, Dommy? Me and you were there. And Mayor Lurie was there also giving Skomas some love. You know where Mayor Lurie is going to pop up next, Tony? Take a guess. I know. Do you?
No.
Longbridge Pizza. See what happens? And I'm not even kidding. If Mayor Lurie hasn't had Longbridge Pizza yet, we need to get a hold of some of his handlers over City Hall and be like, you need to get the mayor down to Longbridge ASAP.
We got to get Mayor Lurie into the oven. Let's get him in the oven.
We got to get Lurie in the oven. We got to get him down to Longbridge. We got to show him how we do the 3rd Street two-step, the Longbridge Aero Chase Center dynamic, the double play we like to call it. And then he'll start seeing things in a much different light. Anyway, Neil Denardi and Longbridge Pizza. Neil, I missed you on Saturday, but I know you were busy, and the Bobby thing was really, really a beautiful day. And it's all of it's online. If you want to watch it, you can check it out. But Neil Denardi, the man who runs Longbridge, is a very big Grateful Dead fan himself. And the Dead are part of his interior. Like when you go to Longbridge, you'll see pictures of Jerry and old Grateful Dead posters. You probably hear some Grateful Dead music being played because Andre and Steven and the whole gang down there, man, they really have like a family, a lot like we have one here in the PMP community. Longbridge is like that too. They call their family the Vibe Tribe. And they say, join the Vibe Tribe. We have a laid back vibe, but we offer serious pizza. And he's not kidding about that, man. Not kidding. In fact, Dommy Peralta, I think was at Longbridge yesterday. Was that yesterday, Dom? I get pangs every time you Peninsula guys do that. You're like, yeah, I'm at Longbridge right now. I'm like, I hate you guys. I'm getting pizza envy because I'm up in San Rafael. I don't have time to run into the city and hit Longbridge. But I'm glad you guys were there over the weekend. And I hope if you're going to the Warrior game tonight, do stop. Oh, actually, they're closed. It's Monday. My bad. I forgot. They are closed on Monday.
On that note, sorry to cut you off. Jump in real quick. On that note, though, Warriors have a back-to-back. They play again tomorrow night. They're hosting Toronto.
Of course they have a back-to-back. Yeah. They're 7th of the year, by the way. They're 7th back-to-back. Come on. What the hell? Dude.
Well, if you're going, let's go, right? So go to Longbridge Pizza before the game. Tip-off's at 7 p.m. Get into Longbridge for a pizza and an ice-cold beer. Again, I can't stress. We always talk about the pizza and the sandwiches and the salads. It's all fantastic, but his beer selection is as good, and it's all local breweries. You got Cellar Maker, you got Bear Bottle, you got Original Pattern, you've got Russian River, just to name a few. You got Altamont, I think, brewing in there as well. So Neil and Andrew, they know what they're doing. They support the local businesses. The butcher for all the meat at Longbridge Pizza is right around the corner from them in the dog patch. Olivier's Butcher. They're all about the local. The coffee that they drink is from their buddy Sami. Like, it's all part of the dog patch puzzle. And it's Longbridge Pizza. And you said probably the Vibe Tribe, longbridgepizza.com. Become a member of the Vibe Tribe. Get involved. Everybody that we have sent there or has gone there sends pictures and raves about it. And it's not just us raving about it. It's all the people that go. Rising Wolf was there last week. And I was just telling some friends of mine that were in town from Philly over the weekend. Shout out Antonio and Tiffany Velez. I was talking about Longbridge. He's like, yeah, I hear you talking about that. And I go, dude, the crust, the dough is sourdough.
That's the secret weapon. It really is. It's, to me, that's like the defining thing about that pizza that makes it so unique for me.
And he got really started almost like sweating because he's like,
I'm getting that way right now. Actually, I really am. I'm starting to get that way right now because first of all, I need a hit. I'm like a junkie who needs a fix. I need a fix pretty badly. And then I got Don Peralta over here on the board going, yeah, it was in yesterday. Dude, he got a loading dock, hot and honey. Okay. Nice. A loading dock. That's it. Give me a large loading dock. By the way, if you are like Tony, who we're going to wrap in just a minute here because Tony has a game he's going to coach today. And we're going to watch some basketball and enjoy the holiday. And happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody. I wish we could hold on to some of his ideas a little closer these days. And I encourage all of us to do that. But I was going to say, if you're a youth sports coach like old Creative Tony here, you can take the whole gang down to Longbridge. They accommodate private affairs in the back, private parties. They can hold between 20 and 25 people. So most teams can fit very comfortably in the back room. And then try some of the pizzas Tony was just talking about. If I may humbly suggest the Polymac Particle Pie, I love the pizza. Neil let me help design that bad boy, but I also love the Nico. The Sophia is strong. Tony loves the squares on Wednesday, and I also love the sandwiches on Wednesday. So try the a chicken parm sandwich, the Vinny's Gabagool. It's just great food, great vibe, great attitude, and a real family thing they got going down there at Longbridge. So it's longbridgepizza.com. If you live in the city, last thing I'll say, and you want to try their delivery, go for it. Neil has asked you just place that order on their webpage. So go to longbridgepizza.com, place your delivery order, and enjoy the best pie in the city. Tony, I'll tell you another thing. Good luck, United States of America. When all you guys, if the Patriots make it, all the mass holes are going to come out. If the Broncos come here, I know they're going to be all over the place. And here's what I'm saying: they're going to be down in Santa Clara looking for pizza. I can't help you. No. I can't even name a pizza place in Santa Clara. No disrespect. If there's any good ones down there, you guys, I haven't heard about them. So I'm saying, like, we're gonna have to redirect all the traffic back up to the city, hit Longbridge, then you can drive down to Santa Clara. But again, Tony, your knowledge of Santa Clara pizza places, I can't name one.
I don't know. I know Original Joe's in San Jose. That's about all I got, and they're not known for their pizza,
and they don't even make pizza, right? Well, I think they do make a personal pizza. I think I don't
know if they do or not. But that's not their selling point. So, and also Neil. One thing also about Neil is that he will come to you if you're hosting an event, a private event or an event at a school or everything. He'll come to you. He'll do his pop-up. He'll show up.
Yeah,
and make pies.
Right, he'll drive the pizza wagon right to your house.
Yes, exactly. So, and you can get a hold of Neil, longbridgepizza.com, or follow them on Instagram, man. Steven runs a phenomenal Instagram page for them.
He really does. All those pizza videos, yeah, they're awesome. They really do a nice job.
And he gets funky with the music. He gets funky with the graphics and stuff. And Steven's a funky dude. I love him. And so at Longbridge Pizza on Instagram as well. So follow them as well. So, and they're closed today. So check them out tomorrow. Warriors tonight. Warriors tomorrow night. If you're going tomorrow night, check them out. And by the way, Paulie, as I get us out of the oven, Paulie, news. Where is it? Steph Curry has been named a starter in the All-Star game. That happened during our show. You know who's not an All-Star, Paulie?
LeBron James.
Boom.
Well, he's not starting. I know he's not a starter, and I'm sure he's all upset about that now. He's going to have a hard time dealing with that. Yeah,
he's not an all-star starter. So if I didn't say that, I apologize. But he's not an all-star starter. That's what I meant to say. I love that. None of the peekaboo. No peekaboos. None of his nonsense. Did you see the other day him rolling, doing like log rolls on the floor?
I saw the log rolls, and the best part about it, I actually don't think he was physically touched.
No.
Like, I don't even think there was contact. Like, I don't even think he got grazed. And dude, log rolls. Great term, dude. It's like when he's jumping out of a moving car, like he tucked and rolled. And again, Tony, no contact on the play, like dude, zero. Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't
either. I don't either.
Enough of him, dude.
You know what I love? Like, sometimes I'll be scrolling around Twitter, and there's a whole thing online, and people always arguing about like Michael against LeBron, and like they'll show like people who love Michael Jordan will put a picture like this up with this caption. I've seen it so many times, and the guy will say like, "This is y'all's GOAT." Like, this is y'all's GOAT. Like, this guy, the guy doing this. I'll take Michael Jordan personally. I saw him go to 6 finals and win them all. I don't know. And he was a defensive player of the year, and he was an MVP, and he was a scoring champion. I got news for you, kids. Michael Jordan was about a 50 times better player than LeBron ever was. Take it to the bank. I'm just telling you, and I'm not even I'm not like a Michael diehard. I'm just telling you the truth. He was a better player. Sorry. I hate to break the news to you. Yeah.
You know how Winx makes t-shirts? I think I have a special request from Winx. I think I might want this on a t-shirt.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Tony. I don't know if you know this or not. And one of my big things is I would love to get you to start listening to more Devo at some point in your life, because you'd be trust me, there's some really good stuff in there. Yeah. It's like techno electronica.
Love it.
30 years before it even happened is what Devo is doing. But anyway, Tony, they have a song called Peekaboo. Okay. Peekaboo. Ha ha. Peekaboo. So anyway, we could get that could be LeBron James's theme song, Peekaboo. Okay. Tony.
Wait, that's not Peekaboo. Is that Susie and the Banshees? Peekaboo.
I can't help you with Susie. I'm not sure about that one.
Oh shoot. Yeah. It is. It's Susie and the Banshees. Peekaboo. There we go.
Hey,
Banshees. There we go.
And Mark Gravy Grave, I like that. La Flop and Roll. Noemi, you love Devo. Yes, Peekaboo is a great song. Me and you, once again, Noemi locked in. Awesome. Tony, final thoughts of the show, and then we're going to dismiss the class. And I want you to tell me who's going to win the national championship game, go.
Stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
This was probably 15 minutes ago. Stevie B's a super. I got to give him some love. Stevie B saying Niners desperately need speed.
Yep.
What was the whole? I feel the need for speed. How about that, Polly Top Gun? If we're being honest, CMC can't run anymore. Feature him more in passing. Get a running back. Get speed at wide receiver. Pass rush O-line. By the way, Jordan James had a nice burst, by the way, for the Niners. Number 29.
Physical, too. Physical, big, strong, physical runner. I like his style. Yeah.
So, and the overuse of McCaffrey, like next year is going to be very interesting. And he's getting his, like, dude, he got his ass beat against Seattle. And it's like, by the way, I think Aaron Kask said this earlier in the chat. It's like, hey, Kyle, when the game was out of reach, you got to stop playing McCaffrey. The game was out of reach, and he's still running McCaffrey out there with a stinger, you know, that he had at halftime. So anyways, and then Cheeks is the one last super for the day. He says, it won't let me put the words B-A go
suck eggs, maybe.
Yeah.
Suck eggs.
Egg. I think Escobar would like to be a little more vulgar, but he's not being allowed to. So
it's all good, baby. Escobar, I picked the vibe up 100%. Noemi, beautiful world. Yes. Yeah, I'm a big Mr. DNA, Mr. Kamikaze, all that stuff, dude. All of it. All those first couple of Devo albums. They're like really subversive, really cool stuff going on there. Tony, for the love of God, I need an answer. Hoosiers, Hurricanes, go.
Hoosiers all damn day.
Me too. Me
all
too.
Damn day. I want Mendoza to get the W. I want Indiana to get the W. I want to see videos of Damon Bruce celebrating with his kid.
Yeah. He's
like,
there. Damon Bruce is at the game. He's in Miami right now. Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him, dude. And Mendoza doing it where he grew up in Miami, you know? So it's a cool story for Mendoza.
Have we ever seen more of a Boy Scout quarterback than this kid? I mean, he's like straight out of Bible school, right to your doorstep, and he's throwing touchdowns. The kid, he doesn't give a damn. He's got the power of God in him, and he's not going to be denied, man. That's how he strikes me.
Can I be a total dick for a sec?
Yeah.
There's got to be something. It's too squeaky for me. Too squeaky.
Way squeaky. Yeah. I'll get him dirty. I could dirty him up. Yeah. Give me one weekend with that kid. I'll get him in the nude. I'll give me one weekend with that kid.
Hey, Fernando, let's go to South Beach for a couple of nights.
We'll let me show you. Yeah, let me show you where the guys were trying to pick up Murph. There was a bartender who was trying to pick up Murph. It was the best. We went to
that's right.
Yeah, this underground speakeasy.
Downstairs.
Yeah, really super cool, trendy Miami place. I forgot how we even wound up there. You had to have a password to get in one of those kind of places. And we're sitting there, and the bartender looked at Murph. He was like pouring Murph a drink, and he goes, you're a beautiful man. And I was like, Murph, nice. You got to go after that, dude. You got to go after that. Breaking his balls. But anyway, true story. And no, I'd be like, hey, if I was with Mendoza, I would just like light the bong and be like, yo, man, hold this for me for a second. Click, take the pin. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to him. All right, Tony, I'm with you. I want the Hoosiers to win too. Miami's been there before. By the way, last thing I'll leave you with, if anybody missed this, it's maybe worth checking out. Saturday Night Live, they did two cool things over the weekend. They did a nice Bobby tribute near the end because the Grateful Dead played Saturday Night Live a couple times in the 70s. And they showed a really nice picture of Bobby near the end of the show. I appreciated that. Thank you, Chris Kelly. And then the other thing was they did a Michael Irvin sketch during the news. I don't know if you guys saw that. They have like a new cast member playing Michael Irvin, and the guy was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna run down 95 to the game right now. And the guy's like, run? Yeah. He goes, yeah, it's gonna take me like 6 days, but I'm going. And anyway, they're like, wait, didn't you graduate like 40 years ago? That's right. Yes, I did. Anyway, this guy, it's kind of funny seeing Michael Irvin lampoon like that on SNL, but kid was doing a pretty good job.
And he's spot on, dude. And also, Irvin's like almost in the end zone on some of these highlights, dude.
No,
like,
I know. That's kind of what they were saying. They showed pictures. Like there's one picture of Michael Irvin, like a real picture of him that they showed on SNL during the last game. Dude, he's on the sideline, Tony, on all fours. Like he's on all fours, like a buffalo, like a wild animal. I'm like, dude, what's he goes, here I am on all fours, and he was literally
sorry,
on all
Rags.
fours.
Rags, but that's reason alone for me to root for Indiana. Alone. Like,
for the Michael Irvin stuff?
Yes. I want to see Irvin crying after the game. I do. I want to see him crying.
Yeah.
So not tears of joy either. I want to see him pissed off and sad.
All right. Well, you might get your wish. You actually might get your wish. The way Indiana's playing, you can't make a mistake. You have to play like perfect football. This team is so well coached. They're so disciplined, and they really function as a team. It's a really beautiful story, actually. You don't have to be a Hoosier fan to kind of pick up on the spirit of what they've done. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'll say, like, go Hoosiers. Hope you enjoy the game tonight. And I will say happy Martin Luther King Day. Enjoy the basketball. Enjoy the football game tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully on time with no more technical problems. But I'm glad we got the show in today, Tony. And there's more. There's a lot more. I need to get out of my system. But enough for today, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow at high noon. T. Do your thing, buddy.
It's a whole therapy session. And, Paulie, this is another good – this will be some good therapy. And then I have to wish a happy birthday to somebody, and then we'll say goodbye. So stand by.
Saturday night. One more Saturday night. Saturday night.
And, Paulie, happy 80th birthday to Dolly Parton, dude.
Oh, good. Happy birthday, Dolly.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I love Dolly Parton. And her early stuff is so good.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's still rocking and doing so well at the age of 80, I'm just really happy. Really happy for that Dolly's 80 today. So happy birthday to Dolly Parton. Go Hoosiers, 7.5 point favorites, but it was 8.5. So late money coming in on Miami, by the way.
All right.
Very interesting. Maybe it's the home field advantage thing or something. So anyways, Paulie, stand by.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time. Class dismissed.
All right, kids. Thank you. Hope you had a good time today. We always have a good time doing the show. Escobar, Dom, Badges, Karen Bell, Miguel, and Rags, and Cheeks, and all of y'all. HVAC. I love you guys. Dami Peralta, Noemi. Hey, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Stevie B, you be good too, man. Big Al, you be good. All of y'all. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll do it again tomorrow. Enjoy the ball game tonight, and enjoy your holiday. I know a lot of you have the day off, so you guys go out there and do your thing, and we'll be back tomorrow at high noon. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all.